start.
Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will share the VCT Sigil or the face guard splitter, which is the battle melee in Valorant. Face guard quickly became a community favorite after it was released last year due to its unique animations. Now we are getting a new knife with most of those animations plus some added VCT flair. We will focus on the animations first, and the only new one on this year's knife is the right click. With face guard it's a lot more brutal, and you twist the blade on the way out. Even for the PCC scissor, it's a lot more stylish and flippy. The new animation is pretty cool, but I still think I prefer the original face guard, practically with how impactful it feels, like you are really trying to do some damage. It is worth mentioning that if you use the new VCT knife at level, it will actually use that face guard right click instead, so keep that in mind if you are a big fan on this animation. Technically, you do hold these knives slightly differently as well, with your thumb in or out. But otherwise, as you can see, all the other animations are the same, from the left click to the equip to the inspect. Speaking of, it's also worth pointing out that it doesn't seem like the inspect animation this year will look unlike previous VCT knives. So those were all the animations pretty similar for the most part, but beyond that, these two have a very different look and style. Plus, God is a lot more grounded, whereas the VCT knife feels a lot less realistic and also appear to be a bit larger. They actually did this last year show with the karenge as well, and I remember people complaining that the knife was too big and bulky. Personally, I don't think it's that bad, but again, compared directly to face guard, this knife does feel a little big and awkward. So as much as I love this animation in general, to me they do feel a little more natural and graceful on a smaller model. That about where the advantage for the splitter and because as far as the variant go, I am actually not on face guard. Yeah, I do love the blue variant and that lightweight gradient that appear on the blade. Beyond that, I think the gold is too much on the knife, and then the other two areas look very similar and are quite plain. That does lead into the military style and obviously makes sense for the purpose of these colors. But I end up preferring the colors on VCT, especially because they each represent a different reason. And the knife even comes with one extra style compared to most skins in the game. Of course, since this is a VCT knife, the Sigil will also come with the champion or glowing if you have the most kills in the lobby. While this won't be something you can consistently have active, I think it's fun to have things like this to start towards, and it's just another ad that this knife had over face guard. On top of that, the VCT Sigil in 2026 capsule will only be available for around a month or so for the duration of Master Santiago, after which it won't ever appear again in your rotating store. Moving on now on to how both of these knives sound. Take a listen and let me know which one you prefer. To me, Fat God is a little bit bold, and I prefer the extra light word the VCT gets, and the blades are sharper. True. I feel the need to mention again, I don't think there's anything wrong with how fast God sound, and it's definitely on theme. It all makes sense. I just prefer the instead. Lastly, that brings us to the price. Assuming you didn't buy the fast guard splitter as part of the bundle, it is an insanely expensive knife of 5,350 Valorant points. This is practically that highest price point for a melee in Valorant, with the exception being the Radiant Entertainment System knife and of course the two previous VCT knife capsules. It is impossible to know the exact price of a skin before it becomes out. But based on these two and what we know of the content this year, I would expect the VCT 2026 capsule come at around 5,750 Valorant points. And they could end up being a little different when it actually released in the store. So keep that in mind. But for this video, regardless of the exact price, the takeaway is the same. You will be paying a little bit more the VCT Sigil in exchange for the champions or exclusivity and supporting the VCT teams. So it's up to you to decide whether that is enough justification for the price increase or not. As far as the release that goes, the VC226 capsule will be available around 8 hours after I upload this video. Ultimately, I think the VC is just as out the fastball splitter because even though the model isn't clean, I love how these variants glow, and I am honestly always a fan of the VCT skins. They definitely are both amazing knives. Tough, and if you want something a little more grounded and realistic, fastball is still a really solid option and one of the better knives in the game. If you already have fast guard, then I do think the year's VCT knife is a pretty safe skip. It doesn't do too much to build upon the animations you already got with this splitter. But on the other hand, if you are a fan of the fast guard animations and haven't bought that knife yet, then this capsule is a pretty good pick up all things considered. Okay, thank you. Subscribe.